Purple.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Purple.
What the fuck, Kuda? What the fuck? What the fuck?
For my support cast, can you guys do me a favor and head into the cave behind the archway? That's the DM room, and I'll pass out models in there. Let me just tell the players to... Yeah. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have a slight delay because Vevs is late, but just said they'll be here in a few minutes.
I see.
So that'll just give us a little more time.
I see.
I'm gonna go let the players know about that and then get you guys sorted with models.
Hi, Ari. I have a stupid urge that I should not feed. You see all those buttons?
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. I know it's tempting, but
it is.
Buttons.
Now you're thinking
Mysterious.
of it, aren't you?
you could pull a
Mysterious
cast
buttons.
like cock-a-doodle-doo.
Or whatever. I don't know what sounds I make actually.
The most accurate sounding chicken. Just incoherent screaming.
Yeah, pretty much. Very much incoherent screaming. Like, do the turkey sound.
Beta, please come in here. We're losing what brain cell we have left.
What
Please.
does the dog say?
Meow.
What does
Meow.
the fox say? They kind of go.
Yeah, pretty much.
What was the turtle say?
No. No. I can't.
Alright, I'm gonna get into the DM room and start passing models out. You got them all set up.
Should we just greet that?
Alright.
Oh, never mind.
Alright, hi friends. So we got a couple models to pass out here. I'll just let you all clone them, and I'll tell you what we need if we need them. So first we have a baby Ursa quad that we refer to as a Teddy quad.
Ooh, no idea
If you
what
see
that
one
is,
of
but I
these,
like
it's a
it.
bad time. Do not hit the roar button on it unless I tell you to. That is a big global loud roar, and that's meant to signal like, hey, the parents are coming. Yeah, if you wanna clone this and have it on hand, I'll let you know if we need one of these babies to be around. I'm sorry for this one. It's a public model that we use, and so the viewpoint is a little jank and annoying to be in. We've talked about having Cacti remake it a bit better for us, but this is an adult Ursa quad. If you don't know about Ursa quads, they are extremely dangerous and extremely strong. They are massive, and like it takes like a group of people to take one down. So if these come out, like that is a yikers for the players. But these are a creature that lives within the veil.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Obviously, you know, you're a big, lumbering, tanky creature, so, you know, your attack shouldn't be super fast and agile, you know, like give them big wind-ups and, you know, make it look all big and powerful.
Honestly, this is like, you can just actually walk.
Yeah. So you got that. And then along with that, just in case, just for some funsies to freak people out, I figured Dog mode, dog mode, dog mode. Werewolf, let's go. Yeah.
Joining in right now, if I can make a request, I would like to play one of the big boys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're getting in right now, I mean, it depends if we need them or not, but I can pass the models over to you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah, it all kind of depends on what the players end up doing. But yeah, so for the werewolves, lycanthropes in general are obviously extremely rare. These ones would absolutely be hallucinations. You know. Yeah. So we'll see how it is.
So hallucinations cannot technically touch the players, right? Because they are hallucinations.
So
They just,
you
exist
can
as
so
characters.
the hallucinations can be pretty intense and make people actually think they are being hurt and whatnot. So you can still, go at them, and then I'll just DM to them later when the effects have worn off that like, oh, all those injuries you sustained from the werewolves are not there.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like the worst trip you could imagine.
Yeah. For the werewolves, if you go into the expression menu, there's 2 buttons I set. They're both very long-range audios for howls and roars, and then you have blood that drips when you get hurt. Yeah, so the howl and the roar are both just buttons, so you can just flick over to it, click, and yeah, so the roar, obviously, it has an effect. This literally the same model that I use for Talia's werewolf form, just edited slightly in color and stuff. But, that roar, technically, it's a fear effect, but the whole purpose of it is to basically just make a player stumble back or stun for a minute or however they want to play it out. It's the, hey, please don't gank me button, Don't abuse it too much, but it's there if you're having trouble and need to just step back for a second and get your bearings. Those should be the only models that we really need to use. I have a bunch of other ones saved for various stuff, but I think those are the only ones that we'll really need for this one, if we need them at all, because the players could just decide to be like, okay, it's morning, let's go. Yeah. And yeah.
Where do you want me? Babe?
The DM room, there's the archway with the cave behind it. That's where we are.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm in the werewolf model that you can clone, and then I'll give you the big Ursa quad, since if they come into play, you said you wanted to be one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, given the amount of players they have, and that most of them are fucked up in one way or another, we'll probably do no more than 2 adult Ursa quads out.
Yeah.
If we use them, because the idea is to push them back to town, not to murder them. And then
What do you mean, baby? You mean tiny? Tons.
Yeah. And obviously, none of these creatures talk at all. They, roar, growl, snarl. The little teddy quad makes little noises because it's small.
Just
Could I use
take a nap.
a voice changer then for
If you want to use a voice changer for them, yeah, go for it.
what kind of noises would they make then?
Teddy quads probably just they're probably a little more squeaky,
Okay. Could I use the same one that I used for Captain Cold then maybe? Hold on, let me
Yeah, if you want to. It's kind of up to interpretation. It's not like a huge there's not a huge regulated this is the sound they made. Yeah, it's just yeah. Also, we used to have a teddy quad that I think was named Quappy or something by the players around town, and I think Erebos would be the only one. Well, Amaris might too. that would know about Quappy. So if a baby Ursa Quad comes out, they might think it's Quappy, and you can just take that how it is if you want to play like you're familiar with them or not. Quappy's parents are still super overprotective, so it'll be the same
So
thing.
what happened to Quappy?
Quappy's parents came to town to take Quappy back.
Oh.
Yeah, so we had a
Very
big Ursa Quad
aggressively.
attack in town.
Very aggressively. Alright.
We had like 3 Ursa Quads in town during that session. It was kind of crazy.
Very aggressively picking up their child from
So-
daycare.
Where's Bear? Are you in yet?
So how would these guys act then? Like, are they?
I'm in. I
pretty
just can't
relaxed,
navigate
or-
for shit.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Probably like a
I'm
little
in the
gremlins,
spawn
I would
box.
say, right? A little-
So they would.
I'm in the
I'm in the
spawn.
spawn.
I don't know.
Where
That's
are
the
you?
interpretation.
Are
Probably like
you
little
in the
monkeys
main
or
map? Are you
the gremlins.
are you not in the Vale map?
The
Oh
way
no,
they
I
leave
didn't know
their
there was a Veil
fingers-
map. That's,
Yeah,
that
but
explains
that's open in the group instance. Yeah, you are in the wrong map, sir.
Okay, that explains everything.
What if I grab you from
Yeah.
your tail and I drop
Yeah,
you
look,
into the
there's
where you belong?
Warden should be in the
How
group.
about
Say
you
Warden's
high five?
LTS Vale, and then you'll see a stone archway with a
Okay.
cave behind it, and that cave is the DM room.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Trash.
says there's only one active
If that's the case, then just request on me.
candy.
You're
Sorry.
the bastard.
No, it's fine.
Meow. Hee. I sit.
Arion is over there, right? I can.
Yes, Ari's in here too. I don't know if you can request on Ari to get in. You might need to request on me, but you can try.
I got it and I accepted it, so
Okay,
It
it
wasn't
should be
me,
good
it
then.
was a song reference.
whether or not it
Yep.
actually let them
So
in
yeah, of
is
course
another
I'm the
story.
Okay,
alpha,
yep.
come on.
All right,
Of course
I'll
I'm the
be waiting in the
alpha,
spawn for you, and
Uh-huh.
we'll be quick. Obviously, also all of you have a invis model ready because we're not going to be, in these right away if we use them, and then, if they get used, then we'll have you kind of in the tree lines and such around the players, but not, right on top of them. We don't want them to see you coming, changing avatars.
I need to ask how these things act.
Also, if you guys haven't already, on the player mods menu in the spawn, make sure you set yourself to beastkin speed for all of these.
Okay, I'm here.
Where do I do that?
Human elf speed in here is
I
so
don't know.
much faster than the other one.
Yeah. Aims
Two
through.
questions.
Yes.
First question, where do we put our speed at?
It's in the spawn box, so respawn, and then there's a thing that says player mods. Click that.
No,
and
wait,
it'll
ink, no,
be
no, no,
there.
no, ink, no, oh, fuck. Oops. Ink, no, change model. Anyways,
What did Ink
I
do?
was, no, it's okay. I was saying, what is the other second, how do these, the question, how do these little things like monkeys act?
Earthquads,
Do they act
no.
like monkeys?
Think of them sort of like. So the little baby Ursaquads, think of them a little more like I don't know, think how you'd think a baby bear acts, but they're humanoid in form, I guess.
Super curious and not really afraid of them.
Yeah.
Basically
Two-
gremlins.
Yeah.
Not gremlins. They're not super gremlin, but they're curious and they don't necessarily have a fear of people.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're curious little babies and all that, and then obviously the giant ones are fuck your shit.
Oh.
I got
will
the
walk
werewolf.
right up
Oh,
to
there you
these
are, Bear.
with
The
their
curse.
Oh, I
Alright,
didn't
so
have
let
you
me-
added. That's
Ooh.
weird. Let's fix that.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, this is the werewolf one. Yeah.
Yeah, I already got that one.
All right, here's the big giant Ursa quad if we need it.
No. I don't know where the speed thing is.
And then we already have multiple people who have the Teddy quad, so I don't think
Yep.
I need to hand that one to you.
All right, favorited them
All
both.
right. All right, cool. Obviously, like I said, with the big guys, these are actually there. They are very strong and dangerous, so make your attacks slow and telegraphed, and
Yeah,
show off that
super-
power.
Super lumbering, super slow, basically audition for the new character that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Whenever that gets sorted out.
Damn,
Okay.
like you were responding.
So yeah, and then set your speed and let me know when you guys are all ready, and then I'll have you all go invisible. Okay.
Ready? Yep.
All right.
Ready.
All right. Cool. So if you're all ready in Invis, you can go to the teleport menu and spawn at oh God, I'm gonna cry. These menus stack on top of each other and I hate it. Okay. Bandit Zone 1 is where the players are at, so you can get positioned in areas around that camp, and I'll start GMing to them and let you know if we need some creatures. Thank you guys for the help, and yeah, go get this started.
Okay, so Bandit Zone 1 and then we don't talk, we simply...
Yeah, don't talk, just observe, and I'll let you guys know what to do.
Yep. Did you get the menu ink? Good. Let's go.
Not the one you know.
Why you put your nasty ass foot up?
I'm not trying to. It's literally I can't stop losing tracking. I don't know what's happening.
Alright, so you guys have all spent the night here.
Shut up.
Some of you have spent it asleep, others spent it totally awake. Some of you are not doing so hot, others better than them. So, during the night, you know, the fire eventually is going to burn out, and a single fire can only do so much to keep all of the veiled effects away completely. So eventually, you guys are going to start experiencing some weird dreams or hallucinations if you happen to be awake. Minor at first and progressively going as it goes on. By the time you're waking up, Celica, you're not going to really be high anymore.
I'm
but
not asleep.
You are certain. Well, by the time that we're starting, you're not going to be high anymore. That's going to have worn off, but you're definitely going to feel really groggy from it. You're going to be like, damn.
Am I gonna be
What
veil
happened?
high then? Whatever
the purple
the fuck this
smoke.
shit is
When
called.
the fire goes away, the purple smoke comes back. That's what we were told.
So it's not exactly a high, but yeah, you will be experiencing some hallucinations and such, and in particular, you're gonna be feeling kind of thirsty by this point.
We've been here for 3 years.
Dang, really?
That's nothing new. I'm always thirsty.
Yeah, who are you gonna take a bite at? I mean, wait a minute.
Your mask is pretty damn good.
Hey,
so,
Luna.
you're not really suffering
You're gonna
any
die.
significant effects from the veil, so you're pretty good to go. Erebos,
Hi.
you're gonna be experiencing some hallucinations, you know, things in the corners of your eyes darting around every so often.
Typical day.
Slate.
Yeah. The voices may be a little more loud than they were before.
I'm sitting back down. My back hurts.
It's so Jover.
I'm 21.
Luna,
Wardens Fortnite crossover.
there's gonna be
Did you
little
know
flashes, little moments of
Not in
visions
Fortnite, I
in
mean in
your
Wardens.
head.
I think it's kind of
Things, you know, walking along a forest path and a sudden darkness overtaking you.
Oh.
Like,
Oh no. Oh, for Luna? Oh, not me.
Were you sleeping last night?
He tried, but failed.
So, as the night progresses for you, you're gonna start getting little feelings and quick flashes of things. You see yourself in a cage for a moment. You feel
nice antlers.
electric charges shock through your body. Hear some muffled voices talking. You're not sure about what.
Okay.
Every so often.
Crack. Talking shit about you.
Oh, well, just forget it.
What? I'm gonna cry. I'm being cyberbullied in the Dale.
During your night, you're gonna be experiencing some
Am I
flashes
playing
of your
War Thunder? Am I
old
gonna leave
clan, the
plans?
wood elves that you traveled with.
You're finally seeing what Destiny
They're not
2
gonna be
could have
doing
been.
too good. You know, you're gonna see them in some pretty bad situations. You know, calling out for help and whatnot. All right.
Yeah.
So with that, all of you are free to go cards up. Yes.
Before.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing. Yes, I forgot. Yeah, you first, and then I forgot something.
I just wanted to ask, are we going to be needing world sounds on at all?
Shouldn't need that, but avatar sounds
Okay,
potentially.
Cool.
And then my question,
Yes.
when I did all this in character with Lucif, I just came in from the entrance right up there. That's where I was going to be bringing them back to. Is there a different route or something?
Nope, you can take the route that you came through. That's totally
We got
fine.
teleported here. By the way, that's what happened. Just letting you know.
Okay.
That's what it seemed like.
Alright, so one last thing. If you all are ready and there's no more questions, is you're gonna wake up, you're gonna have to do a quick little thing here. You wake up, you're gonna see that Lens is there, still very much unconscious, and his injuries are not doing well. His breathing is labored. He needs significant attention.
It's been turned into a cube.
I can just cut all your limbs off and you'll be good.
Alright.
That's another effect of the veil. Get turned into squares.
SpongeBob.
I don't want to be a Unity cube.
Oh,
I don't want to be.
Everyone good to go? Everyone good to go? You know what to do? Alright, then we'll go cards up in 3,
I'm
2...
bailing so hard right now.
Shut the fuck up. Go cards up.
Okay. Alright. Tap, tap.
Yeah, I'm up.
Alright. Tap, tap.
Are you too comfy over there?
Cheers. I'd say get up. Let's grab your stuff and get out of here. It's daytime, so there's still a chance we'll run into problems, but hopefully it won't be as significant during the daytime.
Okay.
Alright. Plus, we have a few wounded, so I'm gonna take you guys back
Who's
the way
gonna
I
carry
came in.
Lens?
Well, I'm gonna need to have my hands free from my weapons to lead, so is anybody willing?
I mean, I could try to help, but
I don't have any weapons, so I could carry you. Well, whoever is, we're gonna have to get going. So I'll take you guys back the way I came in. Hopefully we can just make a straight shot there and be done with it.
Alright.
On the dusty trail.
What? If you guys have rations or whatever that you brought, I'd recommend snacking along the way, but it shouldn't take us too long to get back.
I don't think I brought any
You haven't
food.
heard of a lot of things. First, you've never heard of Denell. Now you've never heard of that saying. Come on.
Alright, come on, let's focus up. We'll grab your stuff and let's go.
Bullshit. I don't.
Alright,
really care about
if you guys want to do me a favor, let's get a few werewolves here, just watching them in the distance behind trees, just dash around every now and again, but don't actually come near them. It's like you're scouting them out. Keep a healthy distance. You're just curious what's there. Is it food? Who knows? Just find a spot and yeah.
Okay, let's I love the rain. I made the rain. Let me switch through this.
Let's hurry up because they're already getting close.
They're moving pretty fast.
Yeah. Mars, you didn't see that. Nope. Yeah. So just, any of those things, you're not going to be seeing them. Everyone else, they will. Yeah, we're going to go up this way. Yep. Alright, I want you guys to start getting aggressive. I want you guys to maybe go after the ones in the back. Go for it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm lost. I don't know where I am.
They're very, like, right up the hill right now. Like, they
Okay.
went up the hill from the camp. Werewolves are weak to fire, so respond appropriately. Alright. Alright, so can I get one of you in the Teddy Quad? I wanna see how they respond to that, and I'll let Amaris know that she sees that one. Keep the werewolves a little distanced now, and
I was gonna say, if you're gonna do it, you need to do it because they're already
yeah, like
basically
now.
at the
Yeah,
end.
like, yeah, we'll have them kind of continue up in the river. Mars, you hear something rustling nearby. All right. Yes. Nope. Nope. It just looks like they're fighting the air.
Somebody goes to the wee teddy thing?
Yeah.
Like hide behind the
Get
rocks,
like
okay.
right behind the rocks, like right behind the rocks near them, and then walk out. And I'm going to tell Amaris that she actually sees this one, and we'll see how they respond. Hurry up. Where are you? There you go. Okay. Amaris. Behind you, the rustling continues. Yep, right that way. And you see this small creature. It's a baby air squad. Let's have the werewolves back off. We're gonna go and viz. As those hallucinations fade and they're looking at something real. Alright. Bear, if you can go back down the hill a bit and out of sight turn into an adult Ursa quad. Make sure you're behind something because Celica's looking around. And then once I confirm that Bear's in that, I'll have you toggle the roar on the Teddy quad so that we can give them a little scare. Just watch them run away, you know? Bear, you're ready now, Bear? You're in a Earth squad down there?
Yep. Give me a second. That's the really big one, isn't it?
The big one, yes. Yeah.
Already in it. I'm good to go.
Okay. All right. Our little Teddy quad. Where'd you go? Where's our little Teddy quad?
I'm down the hill.
Okay.
Do you want me to
yeah. Toggle the roar. The small one has the roar audio on it, so toggle the roar audio in the small one.
Okay.
They should hear it. They're almost out of here, so be quick.
There we go.
All right, Bear, start running up the hill.
I was gonna say, if you don't want them to instantly leave, you can redirect them to.
Shit, there's one right there.
Oh, shit.
That thing is angry. You should not be around this. Amaris, you're a bit off path, but your knowledge of the Veil does let you know that there is a path forward out of here if you go around the rocks. Yeah, down and around. Down and around.
That was easy. I don't get why they're freaking out so hard.
You take a shot to the head. It plings off,
What the fuck?
enraging you more.
I'm so hungry.
You're not. I mean, we kill it. You
This
can eat it,
shot
yes.
hits you in the
That's-
eye, stopping you for a moment.
You're fucking insane.
That creature is massive. Truly an apex predator of this area. Potentially the best hunter you've ever seen. Celica, as you're running deeper in, you realize that the others are getting further behind you and your hunger is growing. This is not the right spot. It can't be. You know that crossing this bridge leads deeper in. No. All the food is behind you.
I actually don't know the way out.
Past the bridge, yes. You know, Amaris, from here, a sharp left past the waterfall reveals a small path that you can loop around back to town in.
Would I follow them over the bridge?
For now, let's leave it at that. They've gotten far away from your child. You're no longer angry, and you're gonna go back to check on the kid. So,
Understood.
good job. Thank you, guys. Maris, just up the hill here by those blue trees is a little path that you can go through. Just up this way.
I am very happy with this little rain
It's
effect.
tucked
It works
away
in
and
the
tight,
dark,
but
too.
you know, if you go and lead around it and loop back around, you'll make it back to town.
It's just a little drizzle.
Ari, since they were so quick, we're gonna have you meet them at the Vale entrance, and you can kind of help them clear out their hallucinations and such there. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. They just moved really quick. But yeah, you can definitely grill them for being in your home.
It's the coolest bush.
Yeah.
It's crazy grass.
Oh, that growling did a number on my throat.
Alright, good job, guys. We can head back to the main map now, and you'll all go in at the Vale entrance, okay?
Yep.
Ooh,
You
well,
can
back.
handle. I'll give you a person model to hand lens off to medics.
Notice.
Yes.
When I went back to go find Erebos, I'm holding Lens right now.
Okay, you gonna drink some blood?
When I went back to go get him, I totally did.
Okay, yeah, I'll let Key know that when he wakes up, he's got, was it on his neck or like where?
On his where his bandages were, on like which would be the back of his shoulder, basically.
Gotcha. Yeah, did you cover them up?
You fucking freak! I turned around to go back because I thought you were still back there with the Earth Squad.
Yep, that is all. Thank you guys so much. I know it was a quick thing, but I appreciate the help.
I couldn't yell either.
No, it was fun. Even
It was fun, yeah.
with how much that
And then I
roughed
did
up my
open
throat.
my
I
my
need to
menu to make sure you weren't.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
I
I'm gonna let the other DMs know what happened.
The entire map.
I hope you enjoyed
hearing shit.
fucking savage
I'm seeing
growling.
shit.
It was great.
I took a drink from the river.
What the frick?
What the fuck?
Before we
Why
Luna's
would
not
you
dumb.
do-
Everything she saw, she was like,
Because I was,
Not
I
real.
was, I was, I was
not
very,
real.
I was
No,
very,
me on bucket. Not
thirsty.
real.
That's real.
That's a lie from the Chinese Communist Party.
I'll wait for.
I don't know if I need to like reset my computer or I don't know what's happening. I just keep losing so much
reset
tracking.
in general, like your entire existence. I don't know. Like I don't know. You might just be fucked.
Maybe.
You got mirrors or anything like
They
that?
are old as shit, and I've covered
open
everything
window?
that's reflective.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah. That's also true. Old 2.0s and stuff like that.
Oh
I
yeah, we're
assume.
coming over there.
Oh, yeah.
Probably kill you.
I don't know if
He became bald and made of concrete.
This doesn't look like concrete to me. Huh?
I'm actually going to get some water really quick and then continue. It is 8. What? Okay, I'm just going to I don't know where these teleports go, so is there a teleport that goes here? Oh, there's a chest up there.
The apothecary, some.
I see. That's fun. Oh. You know, this might not actually be intentional. I wonder. Diplomat's definitely not looking for it. But I am. Whew. All right. Let me get into character a little bit. I wasn't doing too much of a voice, but maybe a little bit. Oh shoot, I forget. Yes. Gosh. Impromptu characters. Miss. You can call me Miss Gray. Ah, and there we go. We have the Eye of Link. Fantastic. I did not have that last time. It was not working. You can call me Miss Gray. I didn't introduce my actual name. I think it started with a J. I don't think it real matters. It doesn't. It's not real important. I'm here this time for real to meet with Manny the Treasurer. I was I spent some time talking with Baron Arvin Lacronus. That totally happened. It totally was not off screen. Baron Arvin Lacronus. We had a lovely chat, and I have the best of hopes for our continued relationship. The best of what did the Baron cleared up any misconceptions that and yesterday was today. Okay. I think I'm good.
Well, remember also looking at the model, our eye level is different. So because the model's way taller than my eyes actually are.
Okay, fair, fair. No, that's okay. That's all I needed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Capo. Oh. So I was saying, I'm about to start live. I'm gonna go live
gone.
right now.
Oh well.
I'm gonna go live right now.
I don't need to. I will call them if I need it. Is there a way to go straight to the thing? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. We are. All right, I'm going to take my my morning stroll. Oh shoot, what was it? Okay, I had something. I had something to order. What was it? What was it? Ah, God, I don't remember. I don't remember. What was it that I had to order from Earl? We had some good ale last time, and there was the cake of the day. Okay, I'm going to march right down there to the cafe. Ah. And then if there isn't a cake of the day, then we'll just order another one of those apricot buns. That's what we'll, okay. Was there anything else that I didn't do last time that I want to do this time? Gosh. Memory's so... Memory's failing me. I think I did everything else except the deal and the cake of the day. I think I did everything else. Also, what's this? Oh, this thing. Okay, probably not using that. I'm all set. Oh, floating a bit. And let us fix that right up. And I'm on the edge of my play space. Okay. Make sure I'm not going to bump into any walls, and we're good. We're good to go. You know what? We're not going to do this. We're just going to start right in the middle.
Forest. Like the other time.
Morning.
Hello.
Did you ever come up with an idea for the main prop you wish to export?
No, actually, I was hoping that that was a conversation you can have with Wilbur. I mean, I do have an idea, but I don't know if it's, possible. My thought was
Pumpkins,
wolfing,
wasn't it?
because I imagine that's always in, like,
Wolfsbane.
high demand.
Yeah.
My other thought process, especially because we're in harvest season, it'd be a bit hard to grow on quick notice, but pumpkins probably.
Pumpkin, yep. Well, we have several people who
Pumpkins also
do
go
magic
really
involving
well with
plants
fish,
and
I
fruit.
hear.
Alright then. If I see Wilbur, I'll tell him
Yo!
pumpkins. I need...
Hello, I
Good
was looking
morning.
for you.
Yes.
Hello. You might want to
Just
lift yourself
back.
up out of the ground a little bit, dear.
I see. Wonderful. Yes, I was just looking
Welcome
for you.
to welcome to the chaos that is today.
Yes, quite. Though I have not, I've managed to avoid it so far. I've had quite a pleasant stroll this morning.
Some people apparently ended up walking into the Vale. I don't think you guys had the Vale in sooner, but it's a no good bad place. Very dangerous.
No, I can't say we do, though. I have been warned of its many dangers.
Alright, do you want me to go gather the others who would be relevant for this talk?
Yes, you do have some time. I was about to stop by the cafe to, get myself
I think they
something
just
to eat.
closed, but I could be wrong.
Shame.
I think I still see Earl in there, actually.
Back there. Hello. Who lives in the attic of the general store?
Earl?
Earl, I gotta talk to him.
Shame. No matter. In any case, my dear, there is no rush. But yes, I do. I
just don't want to
do
keep you
wish
here any
to
longer than you need
conduct
to be
business at some point today.
Yes, I would too. Things might get a little crazy because the Baron is also here, but currently I'm pretty sure he's sleeping in, so should be fine.
Of course, of course. I had a lovely talk with him last night, and I'm looking
Good.
forward to cooperation between Sue and Aaron.
Yes, me too. Are you alright,
Sorry
Ruby?
if I'm interrupting at all. Yes, I'm
I
doing
would
all
say
right.
you have
Do I
every
look like
right
I'm
to
doing
be
well?
here.
I'm trying to fix that if it's in
No,
my
you
eyes.
just look a little dark around the face. You look a little angry.
Yes. Weird. It shouldn't be doing that. We'll do a quick cough. There we go.
There we go. Much better.
What? Yes, no. I shouldn't be dark and angry right now. Yes.
Yeah, I was about to ask who hurt you.
Do we have another sprout on the tree today?
You've
Elijah
noticed some
did, but
sprouting
that's
too.
fine. He made me lose a bet.
Oh, dear. Okay. But yes, I will go at some point try and grab Terry, and then we can, since he's our head of affairs, foreign affairs. It's probably best if he's there, and we can talk about what we were going to talk about yesterday.
Yes, quite an interesting centerpiece.
It used to be more beautiful. During the elk attack, it got burnt.
I see. Man left scars everywhere he went.
But scars heal. With time and work put into it, you can see it in the tree itself. It blossoms a little more every day as we continue to work forward.
Yes, I see.
I look forward to it growing more, but in the meantime, for now, just relax. I think I was wrong. I believe the cafe is open, so if you want to go get a drink or some food, then by all means.
Take your time then.
Crowded right now, though.
Gather whoever you need to be. I'll be right there.
Of course. Hello, you.
Hey, Monty. Hi. So, we're wondering, do you know who's running the general store back there?
There are a few people who are working at the general store.
We're not sure yet because
one of the guards.
we're not sure if they're poisonous or venomous or not, but
everything else
we
on
have
the side.
found food,
What are you getting
bugs
at?
and food. So for the sake of contamination,
I created the perfect masher with the
we have been cooking
I
and
created the
eating them
perfect
at the
food
tavern.
purifying masher. In the sense of it can get
I'll
anything we
inform
don't
If
want.
it is a different
Sailor.
bug, I do not know, but
Shit, that's good.
It is very
it is a coin bug from my understanding, but I'll inform Miss
all you
Sailor.
need to do is just
the
put
situation.
inside the side and just
Representative
But does
Gray.
it-
through.
People are in there. It's a little busy.
Good morning, good
Might I
morning.
help you?
Alright, well, if you want to
I'm just stopping back in. I'm back from my morning stroll and got a little bit of an appetite.
Of course, ma'am.
I'm gonna
Well,
take a nap.
I guess
You know,
knowing that not
I'm sleeping.
that apricot roll last time was mighty delicious, and unless you got something else special for me, I think I'll have another one of those.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Oh, I'll tell you what. For the rose, as the gift from here, the Crimson Cider, maybe you can take it back to your Brewers Guild and
yes.
maybe see if you can replicate it. Have you
Thank you.
received our correspondence?
I don't believe I have.
Oh, my apologies. Yes, I believe Miss Monty and Master Walsh, Harry Walsh, they wish to meet with you to discuss further trade.
Yes. Oh, in that case, I did just run into Miss Monty, and I told her I'd wait right here until she got everyone she needs.
Oh, understood. Very well. Well, feel free to sit at your own leisure.
Thank you kindly.
2 copper for the apricot.
So what should I make?
I can pay.
Is it shield?
Oh, how mighty generous.
A food separator.
As a little gift for coming out here and visiting with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's very much appreciated that you took the time to come out here, so a little give back.
Of course. I do hope, once again, I do hope that today is the start of something new and something special.
Of course, yes, we all hope for that. It'll certainly be a big pleasure to work with you guys, especially in the trade. Which, if I may, I don't want to bother you when you're eating, if you would like to do so alone, or if I
Oh, nonsense.
can join you with a drink and discuss something, potentially.
Oh, nonsense. I'm here to wait until Miss Monty is ready to receive me. Come right here.
So basically what she's doing is she added a 4th rune to the barrier we made. She's not changing the variable, but what she's doing is she's going to make it where the description of each rune is going to now be a curve to the next one. And she's
I know he
also going
knows
to
me
have it where
already.
in slightly off center on the one side is a handle.
Oh, good.
And making it a little bigger.
Understandable. She's
making it
bit of a pricey
a
export.
shield, a barrier shield of pure energy, but the weakness is
my
basically if you break any of the runes that just shatters.
Yeah. At this point, you could tell it's kind of getting like a little unstable. Like,
Thank you so
it
much.
requires all these runes to work. Now, if one breaks, the whole thing goes.
Yeah.
So I do apologize.
But that can be
Yesterday was rather hectic. Might you remind me of your name? Of course, I was Miss Gray.
Yes, Evie Atticus is my name. I do not blame you for forgetting. You had so many people run by you.
Add another filter into it. You find out you have a better way to control it.
Yes, I do try
It is, in
to
a sense, kind of unstable at some points. In which
get
case
a
sometimes it
lay
gets
of
things
land,
cut
so to speak,
halfway
whenever
through
I
it,
visit a new port.
or if it lets more things through at a time.
Of course, yes. May
But
I
it doesn't
ask your
require a
opinion on our
keystone to be
small
written
town?
on an object at this point.
Then,
They say, like,
It's
you drop
quite
the fork,
charming.
you literally watch the fork go, and then the barrier accidentally kicked on, and it's the fork in half.
Must be mighty dangerous living right on the doorstep
Defend all offensive
of
shield.
something like the Vale. I had some of your people show me from a
It's like
safe
being dangerous to
distance.
hold now.
Of course.
Genuinely.
Yes. Vale is, unfortunately, a bit of a danger, but we're lucky to have people like Miss Amaris and such who can at least help out when things go awry there. But are working, from what I understand, on making it safer for those traveling here and those who get involved with the town. So we don't have to worry about it in the future, hopefully. But for now, yes. He's a bit dangerous. I cannot deny that.
But from what I understand, you are quite the enterprising people. I've seen mighty fine tavern that you do have.
Yes, I'm glad the tavern was at least meeting standards a little bit. It is a bit of our pride of the town. But I know it's probably one of our oldest.
Thanks, sir.
Besides the guild hall, one of our oldest buildings.
Yes, sir. Have a good day, sir.
Survived through the fires of the attack, so it's lucky to have it. But and I also ask, be fully brutally honest with me. I will not be offended at all if you think illy, but anything that was less than satisfactory about your time here so far.
Well, I do suppose that it did not escape my notice that a lot of people here seem to think that there is some sort of trouble going on between Suna and your town.
Yes.
As
Just wanted to give you the quick little update. Ophelia is also working at the general
our time is
store now.
probably short, as ambassador, I can assure you that I am here in
Especially since Kaj
full
it's usually
full
just
friendship.
God stuff. It's nice to have somebody.
But of
else
course,
doing
if
it.
there is perhaps something that I don't know, I would appreciate to know. Otherwise, as long as the events have unfolded as I understand, in that case,
She's planning on selling.
I'd like
Apparently she
to
makes really good pies. She was thinking of making
clear the air
pies
and of
selling
any
them for
misunderstanding that we might have.
Yes, of course. And that's why it's very much appreciated you are willing to come out here. It's lovely to hear from Suna and hearing that, well, things are more in a stable state than we thought they were. It's good to hear that we are not enemies, but
It was one of the individuals.
of course we had our worries with what had transpired before. It's but I very much look
Of
forward
course.
to starting on a fresh slate and moving forward from here. It's very much appreciated you're all willing and still see us in at least a neutral light.
Of course. I can assure you it's much more than neutral.
If it's positive, that is wonderful to hear. But I don't
Our
want to be
waters are now
presumptuous
clear.
in any way.
Our waters are now clear, and we can now open back up again. You see, sometimes when you're under threat, you need to close things down a little bit, make it a bit safer for your own people. But now our waters are clear, and it is due largely in part to your actions here. So.
Yes, I'm glad we were able to help break you guys free of that miscreants hold. I say things lightly as much as I know it's a very serious matter. I don't want to bring up old wounds with that. But I do have one single ask, if potentially not too much trouble. I know we are talking with our own Baron about this, but I like to keep my doors open, and the more the merrier on it, anywho.
Yes, Miss Brown.
You see, our town holds a lovely little port
Why are you
here,
taking them up, Miss
but
Brown?
unfortunately, it's pretty barren, from as you can see.
Yes,
We
I've
do
seen
have one.
quite the interesting ship.
She's probably gonna bring it back.
Yes.
I'm hoping she'll bring him
It
back.
belongs to one of our residents here, from what I understand, and
Oh my.
out of respect of the attack, it belonged to someone close to them beforehand, and we're respecting that they wish to keep that ship close at hand here. So it's more of a fishing vessel for us.
Of course.
But we are looking to potentially acquire a merchantry ship
Please
that would potentially help us with exporting out to Suna and other such places to start getting us back on our feet as well.
I did
Of course, I do
figure
not
as
ask
much.
this freely. But
Of course. I
if you
did
have-
figure as much. It would certainly be easier to trade if you did have your own vessels.
Not really.
Yes, So I do ask, and you are very
And
much
I-
free to turn me down at any point. But whether it's broken or not in the best of state, I know again we aren't the biggest in money right now. Currently still dealing with our own financial situations here, but it would be if we could potentially acquire a ship that would help us in beginning trade with you all.
Through the magic breaking shield, and it cut it straight.
I'll keep that in consideration.
I suppose that kind of makes sense.
That's all I ask.
What are you gonna spend your money on a boat?
It's like
If I may follow up after you leave here today and send letters out.
Of course.
No.
Trade deals are usually not written in a day. What will probably end up happening is gonna have our talks. I'm gonna get on my ship back home, and you'll probably be hearing from me in a letter.
Very much look forward to that letter, but thank you for hearing out my bit of a selfish request there.
Of course.
It is, I hope you enjoy the rest of your time and that your chats with our resident council go well. They are a very lovely pack. Some little oddballs, but I mean, you get that everywhere. I think it makes the town a little more charming.
Definitely does. Thank you for keeping me company in the meantime.
Good morning.
Of course, it's little things to do, but it is lovely being able to chat with someone from the other side of the sea. It's nice to hear from Suna, honestly. I know that with the close down, and worry has been on most of our minds on seeing how the country was doing. It's good to hear that you guys are starting to come out of it.
But I know you're a bit of a scholar, so if I could have your help in the library searching for appropriate material.
Can we talk?
It doesn't have to be at this moment. I just mean in
Seems I was mistaken.
Yes, I will be honored.
Probably have some more time to enjoy this role.
Hopefully, I'm sure we have many passerbys
Please feel
here
free
in
to
town.
do
I'm
so.
sure one
I
has
keep enjoying.
found
They import
some
Astana tea here,
library.
so I can get a little taste of homeland here, which is really nice.
It seems you have a lineup starting, though. I won't keep you.
I see.
That's
Are you also from afar?
Thank you.
I've spoken to many people, and it
Yes.
seemed that lots of the people here seem to have come from here and there.
Is this another potion?
Yes, I'm from.
You didn't speak before?
No, it's nothing like that.
I last came from Astana. I've been living there for the past few years, I guess. It's hard to judge. It's been a while since I've been out there, but
You were with the
yes, I'm
party
from
that
Astana
ventured
originally.
through the veil last night?
I help run the Atticus Officers Academy over there. High-standing nobility.
Do you need medical attention?
Which I'm not trying to throw that.
got
I don't like
medical
throwing it.
attention already.
It's
Yeah,
but
I see.
But,
Traveled
far
far then.
travels. It's nice to have a bit of home. Yes, indeed. Water's rocky and land's been strange, but it's well. I've only been here a few days, and it's starting to already feel like a new start and a new home. Hopefully for the far future.
I think I walked.
I do hope so.
Did someone carry me here? I can't remember.
Now, I myself,
I saw you with, Miss
as soon as my
Skylar.
home,
I
but I myself, given the particularities of the job, I often find myself never really in one place for too long of a time. You know, obviously, I do return. I do return to the capital now and again, but
I'm hungry.
I do spend most of my time on the ocean.
I could do it.
It can sometimes just be nice to just sit down, relax, be in a single place for once.
I can understand that fully. It is really nice.
I mean, you are crazy, but that's
I do have a bit of a question. This comes more less out of Suna delicacy, but more of brewer. What is the most
Yes.
interesting drink you've ever had? Just curious.
You have the bacon and eggs placed on toast, and if you should feel so
Let's see.
inclined, yes,
Let's see.
Suna tea, usually they help with
And Lynn's is
with
fucked
your
up.
metabolism and your immune system and such.
I've
Alright, that sounds nice.
No, I didn't
sampled many a drink in my time.
Three copper. 3 copper.
That doesn't sound like me. Why would I do that?
We did say, and I quote,
Then there are even some that I haven't sampled, only got to smell. But
This might be
That does sound like
little
High
bit
Celica. High Celica's fucking crazy.
May have overpaid.
That's fair.
Is it one?
I think those
Well,
are
how
gold.
did you enjoy your time in the Vale, though?
Oh, this is
I
gold.
want to go back.
Oh, wait,
in all honesty,
The one that kind of looks
I want to
brown,
find those
that's the one
magic
you're looking for.
crystals.
The more
being
brown one.
perfectly frank,
Get them this time.
Bronze.
Silver.
nothing quite beats.
That's three bronze.
Nothing quite beats Sunan Spice Rum, but that is not, perhaps not particularly fair. For you see, the it might be it's not too much of a secret, right? It's a open secret somewhat. Of what makes it so good is that we get flavors and spices from all over the world, all together in one drink.
Put my knee on the table.
So,
You're still tall.
Well, I mean, I assume they've been.
So really,
So at least it's good that you survived. Hopefully in the future, don't
I don't mean
to. Like that again to go.
I don't mean to say that.
Yeah, it was really bad to go in there with other people.
I don't mean to say that. Our brews are just that much better than everyone else's. But what I do mean to say is that we can make a good drink. We can put it all together.
We were great. We were powerful.
I definitely will have to either try sometime, either get it sent over, or maybe make a trip over there sometime and get it fresh, you know? It sounds very interesting. And maybe then you can prove it.
As for interesting, I did have
I didn't even feel the wind.
some of the I forget what was this called again? It did have interesting flavor, not one that I've tasted before. Some amber.
You think the
something
veil followed us?
or other.
Oh,
Oh well, no matter.
Oh yes,
No,
I
we're
did.
gonna be suffering the effects of the effluvium for a little while.
Did we meet someone in the Vale?
I wouldn't know it off the top of my head. Earl might know.
These sides covered in
Earl,
what's
the
I do
the
apologize.
drink that
What was the
provided?
name of this trick?
Oh, Crimson Cider, ma'am. It's
I
derived
see.
from the amber root, a native
That's
seed
why.
here in Erin.
That's why I was thinking
Very popular.
Ember. There we go.
Amber.
I see.
Yes, yes. Very popular here in amongst the Dragon Kings.
Yes. I heard that we have
Of course.
a wine as well that's served at the tavern made with the same stuff, correct?
I believe so. Yes, ma'am.
They will give you like.
That's huge.
Seems like it's
You realize how big that is, right?
we use it quite often, surprisingly, but I'm glad it's of an interesting taste. And it's sparking in your memory.
And respectfully speaking,
Not one that my palate is
Thank you.
accustomed
I'm so
to.
sorry for
and you could cost your
disturbing you.
Not one that my palate is accustomed to, but you know, the more variety, the merrier. You know.
That's, I think, the spice of life, being able to try things that you can't find anywhere else, you know? That's why I'd want
Of
to make a trip
course.
to Suna, try your own spice, see how that fares against some Astinian brews and blends. Can't say I have a couple fancies there myself, but always gotta be drinking them, so it's nice to have something new.
I've been busy planning. Zep, shut up.
Of
What I'm
course.
saying is, first of all, who the fuck
Thank you
are
for
you?
your
Why the fuck are you dragging people into the Vale?
So they just returned.
Oh, man,
I
you
didn't
should
drag
have
anybody.
returned.
I said I was gonna go on my own, but then somebody said bring somebody, so I walked into the square and said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the
by the way,
want to come?"
I'll walk
and
and
people
talk
just
with
kinda
you.
said,
I do not know what this is about.
When he found or looked into some
Excuse
of the
the
other records, and he
mess, like we discussed earlier, with the veil being a danger, I guess, some people found themselves in it last night, despite being,
I
as I
see.
know, warned against it. I know we have a couple people that
I think I
don't
spoke
take
to
the
that.
warning seriously.
I think I spoke to that one the other day. I think they were pretty new here too. Maybe they hadn't gotten the warning.
Potentially not. We can look. I think it might be wise to continue to look into ways to keep that veil a bit more safer for people visiting, so we don't have incidents like this again.
I do believe.
Of course.
We do have seats outside as well.
Crystal with a rune on it before in my life.
Okay, no touch, no touch. Understood. Lou in a way. That's the second good thing you warned me.
There will be a town meeting. I
I think that's Bing. That's from what I've been told. He's a craftsman here. He built most of the more recent buildings, from what I know. He,
Understood, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
very experienced craftsman.
I see. I did spend some time admiring the architecture the other day.
I walked up to a group of people
You know
in the
me.
square
I'm not one to get
and
into
said, "Hey, I'm
trouble.
gonna go in the Vale. Does anybody want to come?" And people just said, "Yeah, sure."
Does seem quite interesting, especially that building over there with like all the houses on top of each other.
Yeah, it is a very interesting design, and it seems like it works out pretty nicely. I've never seen anything
Yeah,
much
can't
like
say
it myself.
Can't say I've seen anything quite like it either.
I guess that vouches for how unique it is, with it not being very common in Suna nor Astana.
I do imagine that does help make things slightly smaller, you know, housing people on top of each other rather than next to each other.
Yeah, and keeping a sense of the town is really nice. I know we don't have a lot of space to work with here, but it's good to see that we're making do with what we have. Plus, you have a lot of neighbors.
people are going in.
Both good and both
And it isn't a sanctioned
Linden,
going in.
mostly good.
People are hurt or worse.
Right, okay. Well, I mean, let's face it like that. We don't have any sort of problems against people from Linden. It's just a surprise and expect a lot of people, you know, to be from Linden.
They're not coming here.
Doc Crew will probably be who sailors end up going through when we get that up and going. I'm sure. I don't know if you've met him, Gwyn, who is our dock master. Have you, by chance,
I
met him?
don't believe I have, unless perhaps by accident during the cannon demonstration. I did spectate that, but I don't believe I spoke to them personally.
Ah, yes, they're a resident dockmaster, and from what I know, they're a sailor of quite a few many years. I know they'd probably have an interest in speaking with Suna, especially because he's looking to get back on the seas again, so I'm sure there's much excitement to start working with you all as well, depending on what happens, of course. But
I think that the door was closing on its own. And
It's
I think
just a part of the
I think
effluvium. The
a ghost
effluvium is
followed
known to
us.
cause hallucinations.
No, other people also saw the door close. It was just closing on
he's
its
on
own.
about.
Thank you, sir.
I wasn't sure if you'd been, if it was an errand-based meeting or not, or if it was just to get all delegates. But I heard you're currently waiting for a meeting with everyone today, correct?
Of course, I did tell them that I would stay and wait here. I do hope
I won't keep the line waiting.
I want one of your cool maps.
A lot of people.
I'm half tempted to take another stroll, but then almost certainly they'd be looking for me here, so.
Thank you.
If anything, I can.
You don't remember me?
We have a town. No, I don't want to use that. I know we have a dock bell that we could potentially ring that's loud enough to get across the large space. I would say use the horn, but every time that gets used, people think it's everyone in town needs to show up. Mom's over there. I wave.
Ah, yes.
I thought
Maybe
It
alerting
looks-
her that you want to take a walk, then she knows what you're doing. Or she can let you know if they're ready or not.
It looks quite hectic. I will take this
Yes.
opportunity to do just that. You see.
Hello. Hi, Miss Marnie. Our delegate wants to potentially take a walk if things are still not ready.
Sure. Terry's not around, but at this point I'm thinking of just doing it without
I
him.
see.
Would you like to walk and talk, or would you like to go somewhere more private?
I'm sure that will be fine. I just likely need to put these somewhere, and then we can have a talk. Or should I? You know, likely here. You see, this one I'm not getting rid of. I'm just, you know, putting it in my bag, you know.
Just putting it in your pocket.
Yeah, of course, of course. I see.
I hope things go well. If you need my services at all, Marnie, you know I'm around town. But thank you again for the chat. I very much appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.
Then you can go in. It's just the mist is the
I will leave you both to it.
Isn't that the god for the Baron?
Yes, the Baron is still asleep right now. He's just taking some time to himself.
I swear I heard your footsteps running around me, just like in a circle.
How are you finding your morning so far?
What was your name again, by the way?
I think you're still
Of course.
So, walk and talk, or would you like to sit down somewhere?
Breaks off a piece of the bread.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm perfectly ready to stretch my legs.
How may I help you?
I don't think it's particularly private discussion, but
Would you care for the soup or the bread?
I'm open to just going somewhere too if that pleases you.
I usually like to talk up there. It's comfortable. The sunlight usually shines down there.
Maybe platinum blonde.
sleeping on the ground. Goat horns.
Especially if it's not too private.
Of course.
But yeah, she is the priestess.
I'll try to find one of these hospitals.
I, however, need to sit down because I'm an old woman.
I've had somewhere to eat now and drink, so a little bit better.
I see.
Alright, so where
I
would you
do,
like to start?
Well, I suppose we can pick up where we left off the other night. I hope that any unfortunate misunderstandings have been dispelled. I did also talk to Baron Arvin last night. Seemed fairly amenable.
Oh yeah, I've seen like werewolves, like running at us.
He seems quite pleased that we've been able to open up more to Suna, more and more.
I think.
Of course.
Yeah.
So,
You have to run away from
I
that.
suppose I can pick up there. Now that the air has been cleared, I was also sent as ambassador of Suna and as a representative of the Brewers Guild.
A week or something.
We would like to continue the proud history that Suna has with cooperation with Aaron. That is our intention, and part of what I want to do is to lay that groundwork, to see exactly, find different ways that we might benefit from partnership.
I thought like
Now,
I was gonna like go on a little bit and then like
I have taken a little look around your town, and I have noticed perhaps a couple of things that you might be missing that perhaps Suna could help you with.
What do you have on your mind? What comes to mind immediately, more so?
Then we couldn't tell where we were.
Well, of
So we
course,
kind of just went in deeper and deeper.
I
And it was like
did take a stop by your tavern and took some sample of the drinks. It seems like you do have some good stuff in the back, but
I had a quick look in there. Honestly, I couldn't really.
to be brutally honest, there wasn't anything that, quite was up to my standards. Of course, it didn't help that, you don't have it seems that you don't have a local specialty. I did offer some of that advice for free. You see, when I come in and ask for the local specialty, I do expect to have a sample of something special, not your cheapest ale. Though, I do understand they're just starting out. It seems like an enterprising bunch here, trying to start up their own Brewers Guild. So,
it's a work in
beginners'
progress.
mistakes. That's, of course, something we can help with. In fact, as a representative of the Brewers Guild, I do say that we do have an interest in perhaps establishing a deal to trade some spices, perhaps back and forth.
I remember Earl mentioning this. That would be wonderful. We don't have a lot here other than the basics of thyme and rosemary.
I see. We, of course, have large variety of things to trade with. I did get to sample, what was it, the Crimson Ale, I believe it was. The Ember Root. Can't say it's something that is familiar to my palate. That might be something that we're interested in, perhaps. And I'm sure that we can find some spices to benefit your little town here as well.
Of course. In terms of a trade, since I assume we'd want to be doing business as a trade-off or working with Aaron, when it comes to Suna, you lot are plenty filled with fish. You're right next. You're surrounded by the ocean on all sides.
Of course.
So I know your fishing. I know your fishing industry is more than fine. I don't really believe there's anything here that's unique that would spark any interest. But I do know that your lumbering and mining industries aren't exactly the most amazing.
Well, of course, it is quite difficult to grow such mighty fine trees. They don't like the salt that
Well,
much.
of course. In fact, it's harder to grow trees closer to the ocean here. I get it. But we are planning on starting a lumbering industry here, as well as making charcoal as well for lighting homes
Interesting.
and just all around blacksmith needs.
Interesting.
So once we get that up,
I did get a tour of your mines the other day.
Still quite small. Hasn't quite started up yet.
It was, but I did see quite the variety of crystals grown in there.
Yes. Those crystals, I believe, are mana crystals. They are very, very high in mana and they can be quite dangerous, but they're also very, very useful for enchantments.
Of course.
I'm not entirely sure how the magic industry there in Suna is, but I'd be interested in trying to bring shipments of crystals over.
Mm-hmm.
As well as lumber, stone, charcoal, coal, iron, weapons. It's what we do best
Of
here at
course.
Leafside.
Now, I'd like to take a moment to address the obvious that I've been glancing over there at your docks there, and it is my understanding that unfortunately during the invasion, you used to have many more ships out there, but now you only have the one.
Yes. Unfortunately, they pretty much all went down during that last ship out there. It doesn't belong to us, but it's what we used to actually get to Elk in the first place. It's the only reason it wasn't destroyed with the rest.
I see. Well,
so in the meantime, I am trying to work with the Baron here on, if not getting ships because he looks over Nokma and it's a bit landlocked. At least some material for ships. We have plenty of people in the harbor who can start working on that. In the meantime, because that'll take a while.
In the meantime,
I was thinking
of course.
if Suna were to bring shipments here on their own ships, we could probably load them up with our own shipments on the way back.
Of course. That is something that perhaps we could do.
I'd love to have ships going to Suna so that we can do our own trade without needing to rely on one ship. But in the meantime, it's what could work.
No, they wouldn't go this way.
Of course, and I will say if we do establish an amenable deal here, then perhaps we can even help out a little bit in the short term.
It'd be highly appreciated. Also, this isn't for so much Suna as a whole, but while we did do our best with Marilyn, I have been wanting to send out medical supply. Just give some aid in some way, shape, or form. We don't have a lot left ourselves, as the attack left us not with a lot to our name, but anything, since we did unfortunately leave when the whole place was in peril. I feel like it's the least that our town could do.
I see. Your charity efforts are appreciated, and it would not be due of me to refuse such generous offers. But I do think that perhaps the best thing that you can do, both for Mary Loon and for the people here, is to start this trade, start cooperation, and that I truly believe will be more helpful, more impactful for both you and the people rebuilding in Maryland.
Is there anything else that you can think that Suna in general, wherever it may go, might be interested in that we can provide? Those are just things off the top of my head.
Provide? Well, I've listed off most of the things that came to my mind already. It seems that there is somewhat of a perfect overlap, that the things that you need are some of the things that we have.
Of course.
But
all right.
So nothing comes to my mind immediately, but of course, don't you worry. A trade deal is not written in a day. You don't have to finalize anything here.
You're looking gorgeous and beautiful today. Keep it up.
Thank you kindly. What will probably
People here are
happen?
quite kind.
What will probably happen is we can come to some sort of a idea here. Then I will probably be going back home later today, and we'll send some official correspondence back by mail.
All right. Sounds good.
That's likely what will happen. Of course.
Excuse me, ladies. Didn't mean to interrupt. Money, love.
We're talking about trade with Suna right now.
Chance?
Violet.
Oh, really? Oh, it's lovely to have then.
This is Bing. He's our main blacksmith.
Wonderful to meet you, being town blacksmith and forge master. It's an honor.
It's an honor. You could call me Miss Gray.
Madam Gray, by all means.
We were talking about a trade deal with Suna and just generally. This isn't too private, right?
Look, I mean,
I don't
if it is
believe so.
private, I don't mind stepping away by all means.
I don't believe so.
Just checking in. It's all means, by all means. I still need to talk with Violet because she still owes me a little bit of money. Especially after Erebos decided to fuck with the lock.
Oh, I'm aware. Last I heard, she was planning on blowing the horn at some point, so she might be in the town hall right now.
Then I will check for her right away. Again, apologies, you two lovely ladies, for me interrupting this conversation.
Of course.
All we bidding you do.
No, in fact, it's a little relevant to you, actually, because I was thinking one of the things that we were
if
going
that's
to be...
the case, then... If that's the case, then if it's relevant to me, I don't mind spending you two a little bit of company. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want to break the bench. You're a lot lighter than I am.
Yeah, we were just talking about exporting out mainly wood, perhaps charcoal, as well as iron, any of like anything that we can get from the mine, since they don't have much of a mining industry in Suna. A lot of it is underwater mining with mining forges.
Oh yeah, no, I mean there is still technically a lot of stuff when it comes to underwater mining as well, but it's not as effective as it's going to take a lot longer when it comes to that mining than doing it on land.
As far as I'm aware, I believe last I checked, especially where we're at in Erin, we have large iron and coal veins.
They need you.
In a moment, I'm a bit busy.
Okay.
So we wouldn't mind. We wouldn't mind providing you with plenty of iron and coal, as well as wood, since we have plenty of forests near us, and charcoal to go with that, which is more than helpful when it comes to a lot of things.
I see.
Yeah, it should be.
They were planning on giving us spices and alcohol.
That would likely be amenable. I do have I do carry the interest of the Brewers Guild from my home, and well, I do that is primarily what I deal in.
Oh, the Brewers Guild. I mean, there's technically my future wife who's also quite proficient when it comes to her own sort of brewing concoctions. So I'm pretty sure if you ever see Madame Mew walk around town, definitely about like yay high, purple, but usually wears a lovely dress. If you have the chance to talk with her about sort of brews, pretty sure she might also be interested in assisting on that matter.
Actually, you do need to talk to her as well about, since we were planning on opening a bigger brewery.
Really
We're
now?
going
You're
to
trying
need
to get the
her.
entire fucking town drunk, are you, Money?
Good for morale, is it not?
Oh, good for morale, yeah. Unless it's like someone like Phoenix or some of the guard lads, and then they get too feisty, and then aye, it's not that big of a problem. They know what they're doing, but you know, August lads, they love their alcohol.
A little bit of a thought process that me and head of tourism have been having recently, Gabi. He's planning on maybe opening up a few strawberry fields and making strawberry sort of a go-to. One of his thoughts that we'll have to talk to Miss Mew about is maybe creating a strawberry wine.
Ooh, that could be a good idea. Strawberry wine could be interesting. Fine concept, sweets, but still the savoury feeling. Yeah, I can potentially see that, and honestly, the partner is quite proficient when it comes to that stuff. I'm sure she can sell it.
Anyway, that's a conversation for another day, but
Of course.
just quickly writing it all down. But yes.
Well.
I do like what we have so far. We can, from here on out, we can contact each other through mail as we talk with further representatives about
of
how
course
one feels about these plans. I like it.
as
I think it's good. I think
so
we could
just
highly benefit from each other.
so just to make sure that I have everything clear, so I can relay the information accurately.
Yes.
The town of Leafside would be willing to provide Suna with some help with lumber and mining. We over at Suna have access to a large spice trade that could potentially benefit the town. We do, of course, have other food as well. Like if you ever need fish, you know, we got plenty of those. Though.
Likewise.
I can imagine.
But,
I can imagine that. Yeah.
But you do also you do also have a lovely fishing boat out there. So, but if you ever need it, you know, consider that. Once again, Suna.
And also one last thing. It still needs to be talked about. But I have, when it comes to the veil, if some of those trees I heard are pretty good for enchantments. The wood itself. So it needs to be talked to with a few people to see if that's okay and it can be doable. But if it can, I shall get back to you at my soonest notice and we'll start working that out.
So, when it comes to that specific front, due to the woods of that sort of nature, I can gladly provide at least a little bit of guidance when it comes to that. I know there might be people who are a little bit more proficient in the matter, but I'm going to be very direct as a enchanter and a man who has worked and created magical weapons before. It is a very good material to sort of cut some strings and, you know, skip some steps when it comes to enchantment, as well as sometimes specific codes that might also affect blacksmithing itself when it comes to metals. The problem with my entire problem is that due to the nature itself of where we get that wood, it might be a little bit more dangerous. So I'm going to be very blunt. We can gladly provide the wood if it needs be. It will just cause a lot more, in all honesty.
I see.
I was thinking it was something we could look into a bit later, considering we have a dryad in there now. But
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely, by all means. Well, I mean,
it's just a thought at the moment.
Research, of course, will, of course, be done and made sure to make it perhaps more safe, more available. But at least until then, for now, it might be a little bit more expensive due to some of the unexplored and wild nature of these forests here.
Of course. It is something that I will be sure to relay, of course. There is one more point that I wanted to make.
Go on.
Suna, in as a show of thanks to all of you, Suna does agree. I believe Suna will be more than willing to agree to bear the majority of the burden of sending ships here to this here town. So even though you do not have access to or too much access to the ocean, I do believe Suna is willing to cooperate, and we would be able to bear most of that burden. But
Gabby and Isla need help
the
looking for Manny.
extra point that I wanted to make is that if
Right.
perhaps you were looking to acquire some seaworthy vessels of your own,
Eating armor.
I believe
I'm sorry?
if
Eating. They eat my
if perhaps we
eating my
could
own down.
work out
Thank you so
something
much, love.
slightly more.
Money, if you excuse me, ladies,
Of
I'm needed
course.
for something else. Excuse me.
Of course.
Oh shit! Oh fuck.
If we could work out some sort of slightly more exclusive deal, I do believe we would be able to not just send our own ships, but perhaps talk about, perhaps maybe providing some for you in the future.
Definitely have my interest.
I'll leave you to consider that. But that would likely, we do have many ships, but if we were able to be certain that the town of Leafside is interested in trade with us, if we were able to be absolutely certain that this deal will have, I suppose, last a length of time in the sort of exclusive nature, then perhaps we might be willing to invest some of our ships to make that work. Otherwise, though, of course, we of course need our ships to conduct our own business elsewhere. You understand?
Of course. I perfectly understand. When it comes to ships for Leafside, like I said, we are also willing to accept the materials for building ships. We have plenty of capable folks on the harbor who
Of
are all
course.
perfectly fine with.
If that sort of deal is not to your liking, then perhaps we can just trade in the raw resources, and you can take your time to get seaworthy fleets back up.
Yeah. Both ideas sound good. We can talk about them further once we talk to both of our higher ups.
Of course.
Sort of puts her book away. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very, very much.
That was most amenable.
You can trade the bugs.
Of course.
They're good little friends.
I was happy to have you here. Are you going to be good on setting up a way back home for yourself?
I did row in on that little rowboat. I do have a ship waiting for me whenever I'm ready to go.
All right.
Read books.
Do you have any sort of particular way of contacting you?
Me personally, you'll likely be well, me personally, I am Julian Gray of the Brewers Guild of Suna. I will likely be sending official correspondence back to your town as soon as I make it back to Suna.
Sounds perfect. All right. Thank you again.
Of course.
I suppose in the meantime, just enjoy yourself until you're ready to go. But this has been a lovely talk.
Yep. I will continue to enjoy myself. But I believe our business is concluded. Thank you. Thank you for spending your time. I see that you've been running around all day, so I will not steal another moment of your time.
It's my job to run around. It's no problem. As I assume it is yours too, since you seem like you're quite busy when you're not doing stuff like this. Even when you're relaxing, I see you all over the place.
Well, I don't have anywhere in particular to go, though I do like to. I do like to get an idea of where I am whenever I visit a new port.
Of course. Right. I think I might need to go into town hall and talk with a few people.
Of course.
Sounds like they're all in there. All right, I'll leave you to it. Thank you again.
Of course.
Oh, and just in case, I completely forgot if I gave you my full name the other day. Just in case any of your higher ups are asking who you did business with. Money Misfit.
I'll be sure to remember that.
Treasurer of Leafside.
Ruby? No.
Right.
I'm right here. Oh my God, Harry, you shaved.
I don't believe Oh, is it because I'm in streamer mode? Let's disable that. There we go.
I just talked to the standard representative up there and we got it away.
Excellent. Sorry for not being there. I was talking to Violet about some concerns that I and other cabinets.
How'd that go?
Went okay. She is at least has more of an understanding of the specific woes that we have.
Good that she knows.
Hello, what's up?
Yes, if you need to know
Hi.
anything about
I just finished having the meeting.
Oh, I see you.
I can tell you about how it went.
I need to go check on town hall.
I hope maybe I should have called. You know, I attempted to make some deals. I didn't. I hope it's not too in depth.
You good?
I did say that, like, you know, we would, you know, send a letter back and whatnot.
Or what?
So.
Oh, if you can help, I just got a bunch of pings.
Oh, I see.
Thank you.
Whenever you have the time, I don't know. I have accomplished my jobs basically. I will probably be leaving sometime soon. So whenever you have the time, if I don't know when I should communicate, like, how it went.
Let me sort out these pings.
Okay.
And it might be easier if we want to catch up after session, or if at some point when it's a lull, I could sit and we can figure that out. I'll make sure everything's sorted here. Yeah.
At some point I have to leave. I don't know how to do that because I kind of came and I was spawned in last time.
Oh, this.
Yeah, at some point the student diplomat has to leave, basically.
She could leave. She could either. my entire thought is like, I must go. Jumps into the ocean and swims away.
You know what?
My entire thought.
You know what? Actually, I might do that. All right.
You're more than welcome to say, oh, you want to walk and talk things, walk to things.
I'll go say hello to a couple of people, and then I'll do just that. You know, I didn't even think of that, but that's a pretty good idea.
It's funny to me, at least. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Sam.
All right. Let's see. Who do I have to say hello to? Let's check who's in session. I don't know if that's the same goblin. I'll definitely say hello to Earl. Okay, definitely. Earl and Celine. Anyone else? Probably. I just talked to them today. Um, I believe this was the my memory. My name and face memory is not good. I think they were the ones who were starting up the Brewers Guild. Oh shoot. Ba 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 ba. All right, let's cheat a little bit. I am tired already. Oh. Earl's in the library. We can go straight to the tavern. They're outside. All right, I have a plan of attack already. This was the way down, wasn't it?
I told you a sob story about how my husband
hello.
died and...
Oh, friend.
Hello!
Fancy seeing you here.
Yeah.
I did just get done conducting my business, and I did make sure to inquire about your request.
Thank you. That's much appreciated. Anything you want to get to drink before you head out for the day? I don't know when you're heading out, but...
I probably won't be staying too long, but I did intend to get a drink for the road. It's not a particularly long trip. I do have a ship waiting for me out in the bay.
Oh, fancy.
That is a town meeting. I can at least get them a drink before we get to that meeting.
Yeah. I can get you that same drink from last night that you liked, or would you like to try something new?
The better one, yes. That would do.
The better one, yeah.
Of course.
Not the one that Zep gave. I don't.
Not that one, no.
He works here apparently.
He works cards. He fortune tells. I don't think he works in alcohol.
Oh yeah, he did it. He gave what was it? I'll bottle for you too. Guess you'll be on a ship. The one you're talking about, the honorary noble Cecilia, I think. He gave her the real deal when he read her fortune, and she got like really tired for like an hour.
Yeah, he did the same thing with me, and I got really thirsty for an hour. It really was convenient with being in a tavern, wasn't it?
Oh, wow. Well, there you go. There's some sort of powder in those cards.
Supposedly. Still not fully... Well, it's the cards of him casting. But...
Yeah.
Tonight, we will chat about...
You.
Hello?
Me?
Hi, hello, wonderful day. I need you so bad. I need you right now. About
You need
it's
me, like,
you know the little bug.
In what kind of way?
I found a hive of the coin bugs, and you're the only one that knows about cooking them apparently, and so I need you to help me.
Sure.
Look at that! Your menu is just
I will.
gotten bigger because we have a whole hive.
I will bid you farewell in case I don't see any of you again today, since
nice
I
meeting
will
you.
be leaving. I'll bid you farewell.
It was a pleasure.
And safe travels.
Thank you.
I hope to see you again soon when hopefully we'll have the brewery.
You deal with
up
that
and running.
hive. I'll let you know whatever happens with this meeting. I hope it's
Of
actually
course.
a meeting this time.
I hope so.
All right.
Hi.
Come. All right.
Like to go to my house, or shall we go and sit somewhere?
We can sit out.
Okay. Hello.
Hey.
Good afternoon. I don't believe I've met you yet, but I did want to bid you farewell. I'll likely be leaving soon before it turns dark.
Yeah, that's all good. Hope
There
you're
is a
safe
town
and good.
hall meeting in the main hall, if you would all enter, if you would like. Thank you.
Of course.
Do you wanna?
Might be a good idea.
Fine.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you one of the visitors from out of town?
Yes. My name is Miss Gray. I'm an ambassador from Suna and a representative of the Brewers Guild.
Ah. Jasmine, a pleasure to meet you.
I see.
Inside.
Go get him then.
You don't need to get me. I'm already on my way.
Inside.
I do believe everyone's in there. I think I have one more person to wish well, so I'll join this little meeting before getting out of here.
I was just saying. I was making a little fun of saying you always look gorgeous, love.
It's well, though. It's well, though. I realize I'm not technically part of this town, so I should probably be up here.
I'm sorry?
I'm the last person who should be criticizing
Don't worry, I'll watch your back.
Look, they can catch you before you disappear.
Projects we can jump into. I don't know if anyone's ever
Ah, yes, I did have a couple more people to wish farewell. I figured that,
I only asked
my-
if I can establish a correspondence. Send messages back and forth since I'll probably be the brewer up here if the thing goes through.
I see. Well, just to give you an idea of how these things usually work, I'm of course an ambassador. I will be taking word back to Suna about how our dealings here went, and your town will likely be hearing in an official capacity through the mail relatively soon.
All right. Well, thank you.
I'll be sure to keep you in mind, though.
All right.
As a
I wonder what they have that
representative
they're gonna be announcing.
as a representative of the brewers here.
Hmm.
Hold on. You're acting as if we're starting this project. We're writing everything down so we have an entire list. There should be no one at the forge who's not working on something.
What are we doing here?
Fair enough. Work's happening right there, and work's happening right there, and work's happening right there. This hopefully shouldn't take you too long. I might call you up, Vincent, just to get that worker drive going for you.
I'm pretty sure if I ran into you, I would take more damage than you would.
I'm gonna have to wait through this one, am I? I can't go without saying goodbye to Earl.
I'm missing a couple of people, but we usually are.
So we'll watch this little meeting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just kind of twig. Wouldn't do much to you. I could punch you, and I'd probably hurt my hand more than I'd hurt you.
I don't have
True.
Probably hit a couple of times before my fingers will let go and beat red. And by
It would be mighty remiss of me to hop out of here right now, so I'm more than willing to wait through this one.
It didn't cross the stone by my tent. It's almost cracked.
As per usual.
Almost. Rookie numbers.
Almost fully
Roleplay meetings are always
I tried not to break this
real
down.
slow.
Don't want to move another one.
A lot of them yeah, that makes sense.
Because we had their child, and I mean they were shitty.
But once I do break it, I'll probably be moving towards the mountain and start doing this.
Greetings.
Imagine if you break the mountain.
I take it from the fact that you're not down there with everyone else that you're also out of town. Or perhaps are you just watching over?
Presiding.
I see.
I changed that before.
You know, I didn't even notice.
Right here.
I think they did. Seems like it.
Sorry for calling you all here unexpectedly, but this is our first town meeting that we've ever had in Leafside here, so welcome and thank you for taking time out of your days to please attend here. I won't take up too much of your time. Some of the things that I need to speak over are brief and just a few announcements of new positions, or well, a position that will be opening up. That
We can't hear you from the back. Can you yell, please, ma'am?
Thank you.
How about that? That sound better?
Wow.
So much better.
Perfect. All right. Basically, I was just saying I love you all. You're all amazing, and I'm going to start speaking now about important stuff.
I love you too.
First of all, I'd like to bring up the
What? You've never been traded?
the main problem that we had last night. Some people who were uninformed, unfortunately, of a current situation about the Veil. Now, I know some people here are new to the town and haven't had a chance to acclimate and get to understand the Veil
Exactly
itself
what we thought.
and how dangerous it can be, and also how helpful it can be to us as well. I'll only say this once, and I hope that I can get this through to you. The Veil is a very dangerous place, especially at night. You do not go into the Veil unless you have been approved by one of our cabinet members, and specifically by me. If you go in there, we are not responsible for any injury or death that may happen to you or your group. If it is an unofficial movement in there, you will suffer your own consequences. And we will not be providing medical care without proper payment. Resources in Leafside are not the best at the minute. We are working on that as a cabinet and a town. And with your help and all your amazing uses, we can work together to make sure that it does stay that way, that we are able to stay in the green and keep this city building and being a sign of innovation for everywhere to look at. I also wanted to bring up the fact of some people are interested in the knowledge of the Veil. And there are some resources and helpful things that could help this town in the Veil. So I am willing to allow people to, if they're interested, to learn about the Veil by none other than someone who, well, quite literally lives in there and is willing to share the knowledge if you're willing to learn and listen. Our lovely resident here of the Vale, if you'd like to come up and say a few words, I'd be most appreciated.
Sun has been fucking running all the way up around this whole meeting. No, it's just they have so much fucking energy. Look at them.
So, I am well aware that most of you do not like my home. But I know that there are some that are interested in it. Simply put, I am willing to help people understand it and it understand them in kind, and facilitate being able to have a healthy relationship with it, unlike people saying that they wish to burn it inside of its own grounds. I will simply say this. It hears you. It has a will. If you treat it with fear and seek to destroy it, then the things that happen to you in there are honestly of your own doing and fault. That is not to say that it is not dangerous. That is true. But it is dangerous to those who go in expecting it to be a place that seeks to hurt them. You will get what you find out of there. So if you wish to see a side of it that is different to those who wish to understand, I will talk with you. But you must be open to the idea that a perception can be changed. If there is disrespect during any of that, I will not aid you any further. It is simple as that. I can help make it so it does not have some of the negative effects while seeing it up close. I can also take that away. Please treat that with respect if you ask of my time. That is all.
Bye-bye. Clap, 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 clap. I love you.
Thank you, Alessandra. So, as you heard from them, if you wish to learn, please do seek them out. Again, I don't want to state this warning too many often or whatnot. The Veil is dangerous, so please don't run in there in the middle of the night. Thank you. Moving on, I put out a post recently on the boards about housing and the like for Leafside. Now, I know some of you have already brought things to me and let me know of current living positions and such and everything, and I'm greatly appreciative for those who have. And I know there is a hungry housing market for people who do want to actually take up somewhere permanent residence within Leafside. So, after that short census and gathering the information that we need, I just want to check one last time. If you have a residence within city walls. If you could raise your hand or let me know now, I'd greatly appreciate it, just in case I missed anyone. But I don't think I did. You two. All right. Please
My
make
actual
sure
house
that you
was
tell
burnt
me.
down. I still live with Laura.
Got it. Okay. Just make sure you show me the exact location of your housing, and then that should be perfect. And once that is finished, no, places in the inns don't count. I mean, your own personal home and residence. Brilliant. Okay. If you have put your hands up, in quotation marks, draw me a picture of it and send it to me. So I know exactly of your location where you live, and then we can open up the houses for everybody else for renting, which Monty will be able to provide you with proper pricing and the like.
Ice crystal.
And a
Mana crystal
better
of ice. Very cold.
position where you can live. Lastly, or well, two other things.
Appreciate it, though I do not
Vincent
like the cold.
would like to say a few words in regards to a current town project that we would like to work on that will be paid
I've
work
heard that these are
and
quite
properly
delicate.
funded for those that are interested. So, Vincent,
Will
if you'd like
explode.
to get up and say a few words about
If
it, I
thrown,
appreciate it.
don't throw.
I see. Will it explode in the water?
Do I need to stand on your little box?
We'll be fine. Just take 2 deep. Crush.
You don't have to.
I see. Alright, I'll keep this with me then, thank you.
Okay. If get cold, let me know. Tell Lilani. Be down there.
We can't hear you from the back. If only you could yell.
I think she
Thank you. I
What
did,
she's doing, Silent, is she's trying to get you cold again so she can give you a hug. That's what she's doing. Just so you know.
I see.
Okay. Bye now.
I will be leaving soon, but thank you. I've been showered with gifts my entire time here.
Alright, hello,
Oh.
hello everyone. My name is
Okay,
Vincent.
give any if you don't want.
If you know me, wonderful. If you don't, you should get to know me. Love meeting all of you. I'm the head of the town's engineering. Been working together a lot to get a lot of projects up and running as much as humanly possible to try to kickstart the town forward as much as possible. Been told many times to relax and slow down, but there are certain elements though that are very dire and important to the town. One of the main projects that we are currently working on are aqueducts. We plan to help the farms in terms of trying to get them consistent water so that we could help them grow and make the harvest as fruitful as humanly possible. Unfortunately, to get that done, we need a lot of stone. Now, mixing in with that, we are working together with actually a newcomer to the town to work within the mines. Now, although he is going to be hiring people, and we're going to be getting a whole slew of people to go down there and start working and cleaning and a whole lot of things, we do need to kickstart the process a little bit. Now, I understand that many of you are working on your own projects, your personal lives, many things and the such, and I would never ask or force any of you to do anything that I would not do myself. But we are going to start needing a little bit of manpower down there to help out. Now, luckily, the areas where you would be working are very amply safe, away from crystals, away from any kind of noxious fumes, anything. We have all of that miles away, so you should be plenty safe. But if anyone would like to, please come by the forge. You will be paid for your time, and it will help start pushing us towards possibly a couple of innovations for the town that will greatly assist us in the process. So once again, thank you very much for listening and for your time. And if you would like to assist, please, we have it on the boards. But if you come on by the forge or inform me, we can have you start to getting to work with the proper gear and equipment, as well as myself will be down there to help out as well, and anyone else from the forge also, so we can go and help the town grow together. Thank you very much. No, everyone, like I said, will be paid for your time.
Sweetheart, you have a question.
Oh, I have a question? Oh, yes, I directly away. Yes, how can I help you? Oh, literally, if you go to the center of town and you look look to the left, there are 2 boards that are sitting there with a bunch of information up there. Yeah. Any other questions? Yes.
More of an
amplification of what he was asking me, but where's the money coming from to pay for people for this?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, we do have some fun. Now, obviously, a little bit's going to be coming from me, from little bits that I do have. But as we craft and create, the town will start making profit over time as we start when we're going to trade and everything, as well as with the farms and the harvest. It's not going to be massive payment, by the way. I'm not going to be throwing gold pieces and whatnot, but we'll do everything that we can to make sure that you are paid for your time, even if it's not through exactly monetary gain.
Keep the gold you find. Really quick, if you don't mind, I can answer this one. Actually, when it comes to the mining, the person who's actually coming here with the intentions of making a business out of our mines is actually bringing a lot of money forward himself. Just to answer that question specifically, when it comes to mining equipment and whatnot.
Any other questions? All right, understood. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Who's clapping? Thank you very much. Very sweet. Thank you, Vincent. So we're almost done here, folks. There is an important position that needs to be brought up, and that is the role of a magistrate. Now, if you're unaware of what a magistrate is, you probably shouldn't go for this job, but I'll give you an explanation anyway. You will be in charge of upholding sentences for people who say
I greatly appreciate your generosity, but I don't believe I can take this with me. It's a bit colder than I thought. If I
need help,
keep that on. If I keep that on me for any longer, I might just freeze to death. I hope you understand.
Understand. Make warm.
I'll be better now. That like a custom around here that I'm not aware of?
Yes, yes. Help.
I see. I greatly appreciate your
offer. Okay, give hug. There, now warm.
I'm feeling better already.
Okay, good. Now we'll go talk.
Oh. For the role of magistrate, I ask that you come up.
Yeah, I'll do it. Also was brave enough to do it.
He already holds a title.
I don't trust any of those people to decide other people's.
If you want to go up, go up.
This goes about as well as I expected.
Yeah. I could probably head down there, but
I'm not a resident of the town.
Everyone hold quiet! Silence, please. What were you saying, Lonnie?
I was just going to quickly inform you that not everybody who's in town is here at the moment. But this is just
all right.
Just wanted to give you the heads up.
This is immediate interest, obviously. I'll also put out a post as well in regards to those who also will be interested. And then once we have all the names, we will then put a voting process which everyone can partake in. Yes, Captain. Or Lieutenant.
Also, for a clarification as well, the magistrate is a position that, with respect, Otto, you would have to drop your position on the council in the process, as the magistrate is something that is singular position, not double.
Bye-bye.
Likewise with Sally, one cannot be in the service of a god and be the magistrate at the same time.
Which, I mean, you could change your profession if you want.
You could. Yes, you could drop your profession, but I'm just saying that you would forfeit your position before that.
Oh, she's crushed.
It's okay, Sally.
Mayor?
How could you say that to her?
Maybe next shot.
I think we'll keep for open talks for later, maybe. So this meeting doesn't drag on too long. But everyone, get a close eye on your candidates and whatnot. They can take the time to obviously spread their own agendas and what they do for the town and whatnot. This will be an official cabinet position, so please choose carefully. You will only get one vote. Yes.
Can we make it a dual position where you have two magistrates in case one is absent?
No.
That one I'm fairly sure murders people. A magistrate, it cannot be a dual position, it is a singular position.
Two magistrates.
Like they didn't even argue. They were just like two magistrates.
Well, how much responsibility does the magistrate have in town?
You're literally the reason people live or die if they are caught under a criminal charge.
Oh wow.
Perfect. Also recognize, be advised, anyway, if you go for this mission, recognize the level of responsibility that goes with this. This is not a joke.
Yes. Anyway, if candidates want to disperse from the stage. Oh, but Alani, if you want to ask your question first.
No, no good.
Okay. Alright, is there any other questions?
You've got my vote, Leonie.
About anything in general?
This has been pretty strange.
Alright, if that is the case, I was going to invite up the our current Baron, but unfortunately it seems he is disposed at the minute, unless the captain would like to speak on behalf.
I suppose I could.
Alright. If that is the case, then this town meeting has now ended. Enjoy the rest of your day.
We're all gonna head to
I have a feeling half of those,
Job
Hello.
done. Congratulations.
I think you're an amazing magistrate.
I feel like half of those candidates would cause problems, the other half would solve problems.
Magistrate too, but
I'm not sure which half is which, though.
I cause problems.
Oh, we
Well,
already
that
know where Leilani is.
tells one.
I make problems.
You do. You really like to make problems with Erebos.
Quite a bit.
Erebos is a problem. So, cancel out. Fix it.
I am just taking some time to listen right now.
That how they work.
He trusts us.
Oh, He's just fucking
I didn't realize you were actually going in this fight. Wait, what?
Are you soon an ambassador?
I'll miss you.
Elijah went down there.
Why, yes, you may call me Miss Gray, though.
I don't care.
It was a fair fight.
Well, I don't think you remember me. However, I was at one of the shindigs, and I did see you, shindigs back in Suna in one of the royal palaces. I can't remember which one. Some baron was hosting it.
I see.
However, it's a pleasure to meet you. Formally, at least.
Likewise. Likewise. Now, I do suspect I spend, most of my time aboard the ship, going from place to place, chatting up on people, just like I'm doing right now. So it's very possible that I was not there at the time. But I'm glad to.
Must have been somebody else then.
Perhaps. But in any case, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Miss Gray.
Pleasure.
And you are?
Miss Gray. ATA. It's an acronym, however, the length of it I cannot disclose.
I see. Well, you seem to have...
I hope you enjoy your stay in Erin, however. Is there another destination? Perhaps you're going up the coast to... Vargast, maybe?
Well, you see, I have more or less, right before this lovely meeting here, I have more or less concluded my business here. And there were just a couple of people that I wanted to wish well before hopping back on board the ship home.
Then by all means, don't let me get in your way.
I, of course, need to relay everything that I've heard back to Suna. In terms of the deals that, the potential deal that we're talking about.
Yeah, it was.
I see. Well, I
Smithy's
won't
going
dig
to
my nose
start
into
mining.
that. Annie?
Okay.
I'll leave you to it. How about it?
Talk to Smithy.
Thank you once again. Pleasure to
also
meet you.
new magistrate.
And I do hope
Pleasure,
that Suna, I do hope that Suna and Aaron will
Would you mind?
have a relationship in the future, much like we had in the past.
I don't think I'm gonna vote for her.
That's certainly a question for the Knockmore Baron.
Heard that.
Of course.
We'll remember.
I do hope so.
I believe he's left so far.
I do hope so. I did have a fairly amenable talk with him last evening, but I do hope things stay that way.
Does that mean she can, like, she has the right to just
Wonderful.
kill me?
As I see it, I don't think Aaron's going to be any kind of irritated with Suna, so
But then you might be breaking
there's
the law.
that. At least with the very little political experience.
Of course.
I'll cut it. Don't worry, I have.
Alright.
I know.
Okay.
Either way.
In any
It's been a
case,
pleasure, Miss Gray.
When you end up
I'll leave you to
stabbing me
it.
in the back, you know what? That will be on you.
thank you.
You're gonna have some guilt or something, right?
You're just drifting.
And not only for the natural flora and fauna that live there, but for the numerous.
I lost him.
That's what I'm trying
Where'd
to
he
say.
go?
I don't think you're the kind of guy
I'm
that
about to.
stabs people in the back, right? Like,
Alright,
there's gonna be
I'm.
some intriguing people down there that would probably
I'll do the thing where
Since you guys are great at elections.
Oh, they're right there.
I have no
I
issue
see. They're
mandating
They're right over there.
Alright.
I'm just blind.
I greatly appreciate that.
I am.
Do you have something to hide?
I shot it once.
Yes, can I help?
Staggered towards us. and when we were on the rock, I shot
Basically
its
a
eye
mint.
out, which gave us
Okay.
Mayor Violet,
I mean, yeah, I was wondering what the fuck you guys were doing.
It appears that
Okay. And I just
Miss
walk around.
Delilah,
I suppose you're right and wise.
magistrate, and I have no assumptions for the future.
This is nice.
However, I do believe
Sure.
she'd be
All
a
right
great
then.
candidate.
See you later.
Wait, was that
And
explosion you? I thought that was like
and,
magic or
well,
something. That was a huge explosion.
I
if that
know
was
she
you.
has the position as
That's my rifle.
the
It appears I'm
right-hand
late.
woman
That thing's strong. What the fuck?
Sir Fabian, and
I carry 5 weapons.
That would have been
Captain
such
Cole.
good material.
A word.
before all this, I haven't had the time to speak to him for quite some time.
It's quite a nice view, isn't it?
Position
Thanks.
as a
Yes, quite.
essentially
Bit of an
that
Ireland.
position, and I don't want to.
I kid.
But if she's also preoccupied.
How's your day going, my dear? They've only gotten to speak one time. I think I heard about you all working together, something to do with the brewery? I think if I heard right.
Yes, I suppose you may have heard. I am, of course, Miss Gray. I am here as an ambassador of Suna, but of course I also am representing the Brewers Guild.
Understood. Well, as I said before, it's an honor to have you here. I believe you already heard me shout my name from the other way. I believe we've met once before, but my name is Vincent. It's an honor to formally meet you.
Of course.
Maybe
I've been most pleased with my time here so far.
Possible.
And I hope that
Understood. I'm glad.
I hope that
packed his bag and went
I'll
elsewhere
relay
for whatever reason, and I will have his
personal thanks
position
once again
appropriately
on behalf of
replaced.
Suna for the actions of this here town.
Oh. Understood. Well, sweetheart. You can calm yourself. I'm not coming over to talk about your ambassadry. Actually, I was just coming to check on you and see how you were doing.
I'm not here.
My time has been wonderful. I've gotten a lovely tour of your town, taken multiple walks here and there, gotten to see the sights.
Understood. And how is your day treating you today? You doing well? Hopefully you got a good rest.
Yes, quite. I suppose, since my business is concluded, there were just, I suppose, a couple of loose ends, couple of people that I wanted to wish well before going on my way for today.
Oh, you're going to be leaving?
Yes, I do, of course. I am here, of course, on business, and I need to relay the details of
for myself.
I'll certainly look into
the business that
that.
I've conducted
I
back to
actually
Suna.
wanted you in some sort of cabinet position at some point.
Understood. Well,
Obviously, before I
allow me to say that I happen to think, from at least the couple times that I have seen you so far, that you are a very exquisite beauty, and it is an honor having you within the town. If you ever wish to come by and visit, I would love to get the opportunities to talk and get to know you some more.
Likewise, I do hope that I have plenty more opportunities to come back here. Once again, I do believe that if the future of Aaron and Suna is bright, then I probably will. So
I think I'm confident in the most part that out of all
Well, we'd love to have you, and pretty sure everyone here would gladly make sure to keep an open
Because I'm gonna be honest,
guest room place, a place for you to stay.
decides who lives or dies, and a lot of people showed up. I don't
yes,
think they understood what
I do
that
hope so.
meant.
Of course, people here are so sweet and kind. Hell, they made me their head of engineering with me only having been here for about a month's time. Of course, yeah, I also fought in an entire zombie invasion, and I did craft some rather quality gear. But still, everyone here is extremely sweet and kind. They truly are.
Yes, perhaps a little too kind for their own good sometimes, but
she does like to take
I
things.
guess I'm gonna definitely need to make
but
sure.
the offer is appreciated.
You know, to be fair, under most circumstances, I would agree with you.
I'm certainly never.
Although I think the comment
I'd
does
certainly never be one to turn down charity, but you know.
So, Erebos, I just saw him.
Sometimes you just gotta
Under
remind
most
people
circumstances.
that sometimes you do have to remind people that you know, if you don't take care of yourselves first, then how are you
Yeah,
gonna
of course. Let me just go
take care of
take
anyone
what
else?
I need off Erebos.
But he was like,
Under most circumstances, I would definitely agree with you. Self-sustainment is important, especially when you want to help people. If you can't help yourself, how are you going to help others?
Of course.
But nowadays, it feels like everywhere you travel around the world, there's too much of one side and not enough of the other. Too many people are too focused on self-sustainment that they forgot how to sustain others. That's why we have such strange conflicts between each other. That's why some places still believe in ownership of other people. But then, here you are, in a small place where people truly go above and beyond to take care of each other. It's a rare beauty, one that I wouldn't want to hamper if possible. And these people know. They know they need to take care of themselves. They do something weird a lot of communities don't. They be a community. Actually talk to each other. They communicate. Every single one of these people topple day in and day out, but there's always someone to catch them. Where are you gonna find that nowadays? I'll tell you where. Rarely. It's nice. They're good people. And they're good people with ambitions. God knows you can't find that anywhere nowadays. Everyone turns ambitions into backstabbing, stealing, lying, corporate espionage, all kinds of things. But then now you have people here who truly do love one another. And the conflicts are small, the squabble, but it's never a big enough deal. It's nice. It's welcoming.
Much agreed. Though, if you don't mind my prying, you do seem to be talking as if well, I suppose you do seem to hold some position here, but you are talking much as if you are still relatively new here, you know, a stranger. I have noticed that a lot of the people here seem to, well, be from elsewhere.
Well, that's what the town does. To be fair, myself, I was in a poor position. Dumb young me decided to go and try to be the greatest artificer that ever lived. Decided to find himself in a position where he couldn't really leave somewhere. And I ended up here by accident. There's a couple people here who ended up running away from horrible situations in their lives. Many of them not even self-caused, just life deciding to give you the tail end of the stick. And anywhere else you'd go,
there'd be so many stipulations, rules, things hammering you down, holding you down, making you not even feel welcomed. But I entered here and I was given a room day one. And yeah, it's just a simple room, nothing crazy, nothing complicated, but they gave me an opportunity. Told them I was an artificer, they gave me chances to show my craft. Everyone in the town's been given that. And it's not like we give them 1,000 gold and say, do whatever you want, but we give them a bed, a meal, and an opportunity. You take that opportunity, and then if you really do try, you go far. And if you don't try, well, the room's still for you. And the meals are relatively cheap, but good quality. It's nice. Yeah, I've only been here for a month and some change, or maybe even a little bit longer at this point, but I spent a lot of my life behind chains. A lot of my life about people controlling. Being in a place like this where everyone's working together and helping one another. Some of these people I've only known for weeks. I feel like I've known them for years.
I see. Must be a great privilege to have that sort of freedom.
As someone who's had it taken away, yes, it truly is. Which is why, and I say this with a kindness in my heart, if you ever wish to come on by and perform your business, however you see fit, you will always be welcome here.
That is after all what I'm here to do.
Of course. Excuse me, I'm sure you've already been told, but I'm the kind of person who believes that someone saying it carries a bit more weight than just expecting it.
Of course. Now, thank you. I do apologize. I must excuse myself. I will likely be gathering up my stuff and heading back home soon. And once again, hopefully, you'll hear from Suna within a short period of time.
Definitely hope so, and I hope you have a wonderful and safe trip.
All right. Well, thank you for your time and for your hospitality.
Of course. Well, thank you very much for your time and your dedication, and I hope you have a wonderful time.
Of course.
Because she had already tried it with another one. So she let me touch it, and it blew me back. And in the time, in like the when it had just blown back.
God, I do have a bleeding heart, don't I? Oh, I think that's something.
She's covered in blood.
Not even listening to you.
Oh,
Not your friend.
jeez. Somehow this surprises me the least out of everything that's happened today.
Yours or not?
I really need to find this person.
And I will try to enter the boat, and I will definitely get more votes than you.
Okay, there we go.
I didn't see he get stabbed either, and apparently there's a second stab wound on
Understood. If you frown too much, your face will end up that way forever. She's already busy with other things, it seems.
Oh dear.
But I will take your opinion into account.
I believe it may be very prudent to have you. Yes, I think it will be very. I think people will be enthusiastic to have you run, say the least.
I could think the complete opposite, but we will see.
The position of a magistrate is someone who understands justice above all.
My form of justice is not exactly in line with this town, but my personal morality aside, possibly I can, if it helps stabilize this place, then I could serve the role.
Understood. Well, I wish you luck in your campaign, sir. Should you choose to go forward with it. Yes, ma'am. Sorry. May I help you?
Greetings. I have, well, more or less finished conducting my business and packed up my stuff, and I'm ready to go. But I thought it would be remiss of me if I were to leave here without at least wishing you well before I left.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Gray. That is very much appreciative. Thank you. I wish you luck on your travels as well.
Thank you.
I hope
suppose...
we have been very hospitable here to you.
Yes, I did very much enjoy my time here. And I do hope that I'll be able to make my way back here someday.
It will be of great pleasure to us all here to see your return.
Of course. Probably much sooner than that. You'll probably be hearing word from Suna. Much sooner than that, but hopefully. It's gonna take some time for me to get back, and then we'll have to, you know, form a letter and whatnot. But yes. So, in any case, it's been nice meeting you, and I believe it is getting that time of day that I probably should be looking to go.
Of course. The pleasure was all ours, Miss Gray. And merry travels.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Inquire about something?
I just laid down.
Of course, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What?
Checking if dying. I was just wondering
Yes,
what was
everyone
going
was
on.
very concerned that you might be dying.
I'm not dying.
So,
I'm just
what happened to where you
tired.
got stabbed?
Well, it generally depends on what the actual role is.
someone
Have
was stabbed down.
conflicting identifications of it. The guard captain serves out the sentences, but in the case that the mayor, cabinet, and the guards cannot come to an agreement, that is when the magistrate steps in.
I did want to hear a bit about the situation in Suna.
But I will confirm the duties.
Oh yes. I see. I don't believe.
Yeah, that would be good.
I don't believe we've been introduced. My name is Miss Gray. I presume you've heard. I am the Sunan ambassador.
It's more so when there's just
Yes, my name's Gwyn Blackscale. I'm the harbor master. We met when you first came into town.
Tiebreaker.
I see. I do apologize. Yes,
to see if it's
I've,
fair.
Then I suppose I'm talking to the right person. I was about to ask if I can use their docks.
Just in case the
there
legislation
is a ship
shows up
waiting
out of
for me
nowhere, in case
in the bay,
everybody
and
is
it is
mandated
getting
equal
about that
fish a
time of day.
That would be
Yes,
asinine.
But
if it was just passed
I do
without
suppose you wanted
view
to
of
know
the
about the
magistrate,
situation
I
in
guess,
Suna.
for example.
That's right. It was originally my home, so I'm concerned about its
Creation of
welfare.
laws. I mean, you don't want
Well,
to start from a blank slate. Like, you bring in someone else.
I
from
hope
another
you'll be
town,
happy to hear
like
that
this.
ever since Elk has been defeated,
When you say
our
that, it's
seas
hard
are
for people like
much
me from
clearer.
Barrios to
And
give a proper opinion when we've had so
we've
much
been able
worse.
to start
I mean, you're not going to bargain.
properly rebuilding.
Or Jade Green.
That is good to hear.
And that's
I was
that's
part
what
of the
I've been
team
here
that,
to
that,
do.
that fought Elk, so I'm happy my
I see.
efforts bore fruit.
Well, you and the entire town has my greatest thanks.
Well, I guess I should ask your opinion as well. I am not confident in my own. It seems
He
a
need,
few
obviously
people
he,
have suggested it.
he needed to be
after
stopped,
my
and
inquiry.
but I'm happy that
I do
has
not think I've earned
benefited the people of Suna.
to have the people's trust to run for candidacy.
Mariloon was once my home, a long time
People
ago.
seem to not have been
I see.
too confident of the candidates on stage. But if
Well,
only temporary until a better
due to
person
your
is found,
actions and also the incredible charity of people here, I do hope that we'll be able to
like it matters.
accelerate the reconstruction efforts.
Excellent. That's good to hear.
This town on my own without the title of a guard. As you have seen, it seems
But
budding in people's
yes,
businesses
I
can cause bad blood, even if
do
there's
wish that I had more time to talk to you, but
For sure.
Then what is the point of being devoured?
am being expected, you see. So
Defend this
Of course, I won't keep.
own hands.
I'd just wanted to ask if I could use your docks, just make my way to
Of
my
course.
ship.
It's more fear
Of course,
than
whatever you need.
respect.
All right.
So
Well, in
do
that
not
case,
wish to have
once
that
again,
follow
I've
me.
said it many times to many different people.
Well, I mean,
Once
as a
again,
court
Suna
guard,
extends
you
its
have
thanks
go
to
with you,
all the
even when
people
you're
of
accidentally
Leafside.
for a while.
Oh, you're certainly welcome.
That is my fear
It was a
currently.
pleasure.
So,
It was good meeting you.
Enough that people do not resent you.
Yes.
yeah, well,
So you are one of the
All right.
exceptions.
lucky me. But I mean, if you want to, then go ahead. I'm considering it myself.
I'll just do this for a little bit. I don't know if anybody's watching. Whew. Ah. My. Hello.
You made
Hi.
Milani's day. You're her favorite.
I see. Excellent.
No, she's got a. She has no idea what to do with it. They just gave it to her, and so she's
I
just been
have,
carrying it around all day.
I have jumped into the water and swam away.
Oh, it's so cool. It's such a. It's Star who did this, right?
I do believe so. I checked who made the model.
Yeah,
I think
she was
it
telling me about
was.
it.
Yep, it is. It does appear to be Star.
How has it been?
Oh,
Not the model, but to roleplay here.
that was fun. I have enjoyed my time. Let me